I picked this skin to resurrect you.
What?
Because you were foolish enough to get yourself killed right as you arrived on Tostad. Like an idiot.
No way. I'm done. Collaboration over. Fuck you, cleric. Eat shit and die. I don't care. Oh shit! Masked assassin. Okay. Fuck. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Esoteric Ebb. Previously, we briefly allied with the Ascani Reeds company, spreading around flyers about a new sort of accord that's going on, in order to gain access to the warehouse. After we had delivered the flyers, we had a brief sort of conflict with the ambassador for the Golden Horde, who seemed to be this celestial being, who we gave a talking to, defending the stance and situation of Agent Vera. I think it's Vera. And landing a date with them as well. But that probably happens after the game. Either way, we are now returned here after exploring the warehouse and finding the owner of the blown up tea shop to have conversation with our dear Sageleaf about the events that have transpired. So, without further ado, let's see. Alright. The lady leans back in her throne. You've returned. Correct. Shit. Hold on, give me a moment. I apologize, I had a glare through my window. I was making it impossible for me to see shit. Yes, I have returned. About the tea shop.
Well,
Her eyes focus in on you, and the room seems to shrink.
go on, cleric.
Snell takes a deep breath next to you.
He's expecting the worst.
There was a dead elf. Lifts her head and gives you a cold expression.
She's so shocked by the news.
I'd be too, considering there are like 3 elves in this city.
Do you have an identity?
The corpse was heavily damaged.
Obviously. Yes. Anything new to report? Perhaps something actually useful.
A brooch for survived flames.
A brooch? Show me now.
Okay, here you go. The lady inspects the leaf in her tiny hand.
Tacky, typically elven, and magical, her eyes lift, landing on it. It's also ruined.
Magic items are not supposed to break.
If this brooch was indeed destroyed by this inferno, then the origin of the fire must have been magical.
That's what I believe to be the case. Case. Who walks around with a melted magical brooch?
True, it's pretty strong evidence.
She turns it over in her claw.
The brooch itself is indicative of a high-ranking elven power.
The symbol is worn by members of Menda's court. Menda?
Ilum.
The dragon growls at you.
Witlessness has spun this band into chaos more times than I.
She catches herself and mutters through her clenched jaw.
If a shadow is responsible for this.
Warn?
What?
Warn, as in war it. She just stares at you. You don't seem to understand. It was Warn. Never mind. I'm not fucking pushing that further. Symbol?
The foulest symbol in Ascan, the mending tree.
A royal.
If it makes it easier for your limited human sensibilities, yes.
You can keep it. Yeah. The dragon tosses it to you with a frown.
I do not wish her mark anywhere upon my lands.
Holy sh... Whoa! That's a lot of fucking minuses, dude. Oh, yeah. A copy of the Undercommon survived the flames. He hits the wooden throne, giving off a loud thud.
I told the damn bare nuts to suck that magazine.
She shows its sharp teeth. But listen, eh?
Shut it! Was never there, cleric. The Undercommon is banned throughout Tolstad permanently.
She lets out a frustrated growl.
Those gnomes, I should have had them strung up. They didn't even hire good writers.
You hear Snell let out a slight groan. You've set her off on a rant. Nice. This is not the first time she's angered by this magazine.
An indestructible magazine? Ridiculous. I could imagine a book perhaps, but what did they think? Who reads a magazine more than once? Except those ignoramus confuses cerebris?
She slams her fists on the throne.
This esoteric illicite depend puniri trecentis verberius in foro.
You've broken her, cleric. Goblins around the chamber appear to nod and murmur in agreement while Snell is just staring at the ground. This is not the first time. I'll say silent. He finds his voice. Indeed. However, the presence of this undercommon is quite interesting. It appears to calm down. From previous investigation into this travesty, we know that undercommon is indeed immune to all types of fire. Should I mention the magazine looks pretty interesting? No. It's silent. It would be funny, but don't. No! It's clear that there was a fire in the tea shop. I mean, we know that already. It's evidence. Yes, okay. She takes the deep breath.
What else?
There were 9 explosions. Her eyes focus in, like the fire spotlights placed upon your soul.
Elaborate.
Not to stare and say you go. Snell steps in with a quick bow. My lady, the cleric and I are certain of the cause of the explosion. A necklace of fireballs. The chamber goes dead silent. She scoffs.
This explosion could not have been produced by an arcanist mimicry. You speak of a divine era or even older artifact.
Yes, milady. While other options are possible, it's highly likely due to... He stops and gives you words. He's asking for assistance. You grant it.
Ha! He's nervous, hilarious.
He'll owe you one if you help out. Several delayed fireballs, so 9 separate casters, both unlikely. While other options are possible, it is highly likely due to several delayed passes on 9 separate, both unlikely. I'll say this. He nods and you continue.
The goblin is grateful. A fully stocked enchanted necklace of fireballs is the most reasonable explanation. Reasonable yet vexing. Simply raising more questions.
Yes, milady, I'm afraid so. She frowns and scratches the claws on her throne.
What else?
A metal door was melted off its hinges. Let's just try to present the full story to Sageleaf with DC 5. I'm sure we'll succeed. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
You go over the details, the broad strokes, putting the event into a clear chronological order. Lady Sageleaf listens patiently as you explain it all. The tea shop owner was not there, but the elf was, and the elf clearly had a reason to sit in the closed tea shop. Elf was in possession of the fully stocked necklace of fireballs. The goblin chieftain's lips curl into a slight smile, which then turns into a grim frown.
You got excited for a moment. Go on. She finds your explanation intellectually stimulating. Trying to lay out the entire plot from the beginning.
One thing that didn't make sense to me from the start was, why a tea shop? He shrugs.
Why indeed?
He glances between the queen and his queen and yourself.
It must have been an attack, or maybe...
It was an assassination, it was overkill, it was to send a message. She scrunches her nose.
A message from whom?
I don't know.
No one, I say. I don't believe for a second it was a planned attack. There are too many important targets so close. Had it been a simple fireball spell, perhaps. Snell, do you know how rare this artifact is? This necklace of fireballs? He nods. Exceedingly rare, my lady. Perhaps not a single bead? Those float around the coast from time to time. Still expensive, but remnants of the coast war. Each bead, if detonated together, would result in a blast, the blast increasing in power. One one level per bead, and it starts on 3rd level, as any normal fireball would. Silent. He smile widens. 11th level. She speaks the word like they're delicious. Oh boy. Simple math, the goblin says, looking concerned. Isn't that against the rules of magic? Discuss. There are no rules, really. The Arcanist pushed boundaries beyond mortality and reason. He scoffs loudly and with an air of annoyance. I'm just impressed that our masonry still stands. I assumed such power would tear reality itself asunder. But no, it's simply scorched a lot hotter. I did also mention there was a gold chain in the hands of the elf. A gold chain, as in... that must be the necklace then. It's actually survived the blast. It turned to dust after it was removed from the corpse. The goblin chieftain clicks her tongue and leans back in her throne. Interesting. Once spent, the cord chain must have retained some magic. Until trifled with, of course. The lady glances at Snell. Then back to you. Done. You've convinced me of this perspective. For now, at least. The lady grows silent and begins twirling a ring on her finger. It's the cleric's health, Snell. Health, my lady. Do you believe he could require some magical assistance? The goblin mutters and gives you a good look. Yeah. Oh, ring of regeneration. She takes off the ring and tosses it to you. Wield it well, human. It will keep you up and running. She leans on her claw and glares at you. This joint venture is not yet finished. Snell, Lyric. Yes, my lady. You need to find the responsible party and bring them to justice. That is what you do, is it not? Oh yes, always. Good. The elf might be dead, but I'm certain whoever is responsible here is not. Speak with the relevant parties, find out everything about this elf. Look at the missing witness, this Frank, son of Frank, dressed in yellow. Fake name or not, if he can be found, you must do it. And then there's the question of the poor fool drummer, of course. You want to do an accent, cleric? Be quick about it, time is running thin. I've already spoken with Drummer. He was hiding in a warehouse in Wadlin. Did you know? How did you know? He leans in saying, and what did the bird say? She glances at Snell. We discovered an illegal smuggling operation, Miley. What? The bird could not have run it himself, could he? There was an undisclosed hidden safe space connected with the tea shop. Drummer used it as storage space for the free striders. Jesus. I feel like I've been talking a row for like 10 minutes without making any bits of saying anything special. I just got absorbed in the dialogue of this. I took his papers. Drummer cannot leave the city, at least not in any official capacity. Good. He might still slip on through, but this way he'll at least be easier to catch. She leans back in her throne. We'll make sure to attempt to catch him, Snell. I've already sent word. We'll do our best. Of course you will. At the very least, the bird was found, and that this adds to the full picture. The Goblin Queen groans loudly. Gods, do I hate the free striders? Yeah, I'll give her the papers. You know, it's a bit of a dick move to take them, but sure. Hand her the papers. Here, take care of him. He snatches them quickly and tosses them to the side of the throne. Good, that will make things easier. You serve a cleric. Golden Chieftain gives you a wicked grin. Who doesn't hate the free striders? A fair statement. Now, what else? Do you know anything about this dead elf? She groans. Yeah, were words of a certain elf making friends within political circles here on Tolstad. I'm assuming this is the one. I would suggest speaking with those connected. The Asgars for their involvement with the tea shop, Viskin for the post-mortem, And of course, the corpse itself, that you should be able to handle.
Any more info on this missing witness, Frank, son of Frank?
Not much. Some whispers about a man dressed in yellow rushing downwards. Perhaps he fled in the city below. The fellow's probably dead or dying in that case. Either way, find him.
That's all for now. Right. Cool. We've informed of the situation. Now, one thing I want to do... Oh, first off, let's see that ring of regeneration. Possible constitution slowly regens HP over time. Is that worth it? I frankly don't really think so. Not with my current health. But I think it would be pretty... Let's see. Do I have an item that's... give me more the movable rod, but I'd have to get rid of it. I like my 20 wisdom. But yeah, I can go to the questing tree here, and oh, there's another take root. Yeah, I can go to the questing tree here and change around my feats. Yeah. Take root.
Hooray! What is loneliness?
Excuse me?
What is it? That feeling in your chest. The knowledge of lacking, of being without this thing that's hanging like a veil. This thing hanging veil-like as a connective tissue between others. Is it something or is it simply void?
Is nothing something?
Sounds like a mathematical thought. Do one. So you come here to solve a mystery. Yet what you find is everything working against you.
Like, why didn't you get access to the tea shop straight away?
Indeed. Political forces working against each other, not in direct competition, but indirectly as the election looms over all folk. Coin lord who wishes nothing to be brought to light on her domain. Chieftain who wishes to hold her domain tightly, caught between a poor woman in a tea. I'm well on my way to dealing with this already, just gotta keep going a bit. It's a right mess. That is very true. For you, despite the tribulations, it has proven a revitalization, a return to form. This last year has been terrible. It was just the emotion I've been through. But now, you are on your way to handle it all thanks to Snell. Yes, his presence is a good in your life. He is potentially a friend. Yeah, a friend. Friendship is not a necessity, nor is beauty, nor is love. They do not help you survive this world. Rather, each of the things you value to survival. So the empty hole in your chest does not open up as wide at the end of your quest. When the silence of your tower office or room at mom's apartment does not engulf you quite so suddenly and hastily. Remember that feeling. But then you ask yourself another question. What is tea really?
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you shifting topic again?
A warm liquid filtered through the leaves of various distinguished plants, only to be served to be free-spirited, youthful folk of common cloth. A drink of the post-war era. Yeah, and then this drink explodes. It does not, however. You see, at the center of Norwich, in the middle of the chilled river Torna, sits a fortress, one filled with folk, each of them flowing through the alleys and tunnels and streets.
Oh my god, this is starting to be so long.
At the center of which you find the tea shop. Stepping through the stores, you're immediately hit by a wave of exotic aromas. These are folks of all kinds, debating, playing music, and exchanging ideas within these home walls. Stacks of newspapers thrown about the tables. Behind the counter, you see a dark-feathered creature serving freshly brewed cups. This shop.
No shit.
There are many like it in Norwich. There is nothing special about this one, apart from the fact that this one, WAP.
I used to love tea shops. Sure, let's make that canon. I used to love tea.
It was the best years of your life. It was the closest you ever came to having real friends. Most of the time spending halfling tea in Dvarkbu. Dvarkbu, one of the 5 districts in Norway located in and around the Great Steam Pit in northwestern Norway. The Great Steam Pit, the GSP, as they call it, is a big hole that's always hot. From magic dragon fire or something. The same type that keeps the burnt coast hot, the dwarves build their homes in it and around it and makes up the entire district of Dvarkbu. Okay, sure, that's weird. Great Steam Pit, a deep crevice in northwestern Norway that's connected with the river via a canal, the center pit of Dvarkbu. Sure, with people. Oh, shut up! They used you. Aren't you the one who always going on about exploited labor? Well, that's you. A lonely kid, tricked into pushing dwarf propaganda. That's all. Fuck off, Charisma. It's not so simple. They were also kids. Mirren, Mirren, former leader and founder of Askell Youth. Currently the only female foreman amongst the Norway Askell Council. You don't need them. Nothing to cry over, nothing lost. Everything gained, however, if you hadn't gotten arrested. You never would have joined the Earth Guard. It was destiny. A group of Askells turning on each other, running to the hills to survive that. It builds character. The hills, one of the 3 unofficial districts in Norway, basically the Halfling district. Over the hills, get it? On the western side of the river. Keep this goblin at arm's length. You don't know where he's been, or what his intentions are. You will make it as a lone cleric against the world as always. No, don't push him away. You're a real man, just like everyone else. Your main problem from the beginning has been one thing: honesty. You keep showing your true colors. Nobody likes that. Keep it friendly, keep it light. Everyone should enjoy your company. They can enjoy your company without it being a winning game. But if they enjoy your company, you win. Everyone wins, including you. Ignore this idiocy. Focus on your spells, learning, retaining knowledge, and applying it during your downtime. Become a even greater master of memorization. Tell me about Lone Cleric. You're a man, you don't need friends. Taking a short rest, kneeling down in the dirt. A fist placed upon your chest, your brow dripping pearls of sweat falling down upon your bulging pecs in the dark alone by yourself. Fuck that. Flying solo. You don't need friends, you're a man. Fuck that. At the start of your short rest, heal an additional amount equal to the levels of exhaustion you have. Not dealing with it. Must master memorizer. Normally, your absolute genius allows you to recover a spell slot during whatever breathers you take. Focus on this. The rest is useless. During your short rest, you restore 2 random spell slots instead of 1. Never befriend the company. Snell is a good person. You enjoy his company. Just his presence during a breather is enough to make you feel good at heart. The feeling is somewhat mutual. Who cares what he thinks? You seriously need to learn how to make friends for real. That includes manipulating them into actually sticking around. Friend the company. During a short rest, always roll a hit die with advantage. Now also gains an extra proficiency in his initiative. So this is a wise or charismatic thing to do. It's a mix, really. Like with the alignment, it is all about intention. Do you view socialization as a zero-sum game? No. Then you're dumb. No, you're not. A relationship is what you make it. Hell yeah. If you assume it to be a cold calculation, then that is what you get. Sweet, good deal. I'm taking friendly company. You'll be a great friend. A true friend. And so you shall remain. Alright, let's organize by feats a little bit. Which is it? It's I'm gonna forego Democratic Herald. And instead do advantage on Stacy. Yeah.
What's Ascalian Spirit? Where we are passes I get 1 HP, extra previously rolls with feminine characters. Immovable objects, I don't that. Yes, what do I have here? Lady Fair, Ascalian Spirit. Extra proficiency in rolls when in natural habitats. This includes outside areas, overgrown areas, and caverns. I will take that. Cool. Okay, we got that. What's this? This guy was the one who brought you back home. But why? Let's see if we can learn more about why. You resurrected me.
That's a bit of a simplification, isn't it? I paid Viskin to resurrect you.
What?
Because you were foolish enough to get yourself killed right as you arrived on Tostad. Like an idiot.
Hold on a second. No, I won't argue. Oh.
Yes, oh.
She lets out a roar.
From her toes.
Fuck? Roar from her toes? What the fuck?
All the goblin workers in the garden stop for a second to stare at you. Stare at her. Perhaps I should have told you the truth. Perhaps I should have not. Nonetheless, this is the case. You died in the river. You fell and I did not want to wait for another damned cleric to waddle their way in here another week or so. When your corpse was discovered, I decided to pay the cost of resurrection. You're welcome.
Her words are drip with poisonous venom. Do you have some sort of shady deal with Wiskin or something?
That's not how I would describe it, but sure. We share information to have a mutually beneficial relationship. Like adults. We speak with one another, and sometimes I pay him to perform services. It's called business. Nothing shady about it. Sort of shady, yeah, but smart.
Interesting.
Interesting. She hired the pale man for his power. But why would she work with her?
Did Snell know about this?
No, cleric. I didn't actually. He sounds hurt. Huh, interesting. She didn't trust him with this info. Perhaps she did not believe it to be relevant for him. She scoffs. You are busy now, and I assumed it was better to leave you in the dark for now. I hope you're not cross with me.
No, Lady Sageleaf. I'm just a bit shocked, I guess. Well, I'm happy to be alive, I guess.
I'm happy you're alive too, cleric, as long as it means you'll be performing your services here on Tolstad. So do that then. Make me proud.
He throws a glass at Snell. He bows his head. Right. River take me. Lady Sageleaf heard of your demise and hired Viskin to bring you back, only because she did not want to wait another cleric. Okay, that's completed. Cool. Your roommate during the university, you find it more performing the most difficult secret. Cool. Right, let's. I think if we go down, we should be able to go to this secret room Viskin mentioned and get ourselves the Speak with Dead spell. Hopefully. Oh no, this is the wrong route. This is the way to the Askless thing. Could go to, but for now, let's here the lower layer. And here. I think it's here. Oh, hello, giant snail. Are you the one who we've defrosted? You stand in the Root's chamber. Lord Rackham has moved here with his family. Several smaller hail snails cluster around the massive patriarch. As you approach, the great snail's eye stalks focus on you, and a clicking sound, both faint and loud. It's recognition. Speak with animals. The clicking transforms into words as you spell the exhort. Little friend. You. Lord Rackham's voice is slow, deliberate. Like each word costs him great effort. How are you feeling? Warmer. The cold sleeps. Soon we again. Do you need anything? No, little friend. You have given enough. Are content. Will you stay here? For now, yes. This place, it is good. Moisture, darkness, peace. Stay. You're welcome, Lord Rackham. Grateful. My children, they thank you. Smaller snails clicking in unison. That's all I wanted to say. Little guy deserves reward. The giant snail slowly unveils something shiny from his mouth. Treasure of a family. Amethyst, you get your hands on a slimy gemstone. You are eternally grateful. Snail glares at the giant gem, and he gives you a thumbs up. Thank you, Lord Rackham. Break the spell. The words fade back into clicking. Slow, rhythmic, peaceful. It's uncomfortable here. Yeah, the roots have good moisture levels, and it's cold enough for them without being too cold for us. Lady Sageleaf is less thrilled, but she's allowing it for now. Right. Have a good one, Rackham. Inventory. What's that amethyst do? Plus 1 to charisma, minus 1 to intelligence. Okay, and never mind. How do I take a short rest even? Is it at the things? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever come across one. An option. Oh, hello. What's good? Hello, Ambassador. Nice to see you again. Don't kill me, please. Lighting up the pastures like a miniature sun, you see the Golden Horde administrate. How lucky to have run into you here again, Claire. Well, I have a message for you. Its light flutters. And you too, Snell. Yeah, hey, your companion says at a very comfortable distance. By your head. Ambassador? I shall tell you, Cleric, your message from our previous meeting has been received by the higher powers. Alright, boom, Elster's Island. The Golden Horde knows well there are many thoughts within this city which are all interesting to hear. If we were to require such a thought of you, such thoughts of a Norwegian cleric, I shall be sure to keep you in mind. The light dances across your uniform, here blinding you in its place. You learn anything interesting while down here? Nothing I can disclose. So, okay, got it. You have a permit to be down here? No. No? I have immunity. So what, you can just do crimes? No. However, if you wish to bring this minor issue up with your patriarch, I will receive it in case that, I promise. What are you doing down here? I am following up on a lead. By looking at... These halls are esoteric. I am sure you are aware. While the skulls are simply the work of your recent ancestors, those rocks contain something else entirely. These indestructible murals, primitive in a way, eternal in their beauty. The choir wishes to have them recorded. That is what I have done. Is it they send an ambassador to look at some cave paintings? Yes. Archaeological endeavor I gladly perform. Light grows and then shrinks. Right, I got something else to do, so bye. As do I. My dealings here are complete. Thank you for this conversation. Light shall reach you again one day, I am sure. The ambassador Haelon begins to float towards one of the many pits of the southern caves, the radiant light leaving along with any traces. Good talk. Yeah, cool. Let's save after that because of the conversation again in case we die. I think the secret route is like here. Is it here? Yes, there it is. Fucking hell. Ugh. God damn it. Earth's first crypt. I think I opened it and then didn't go in, so it didn't work. It didn't. It wasn't shown still. Ah, I hate this place. A literal pile of skulls. Thousands, each alive taken by war, suffering, or time itself. The eternal cycle. Burn them soon. This is insane. So many bodies. You know well about this. This was the first containment crypt. First of the containment crypts. Containment crypts, an area designated as confinement for bodies to avoid risk of undeath. Many were erected beneath the Norway during the years of attempted reclamation of the cursed lands. The first? Oh, this is Earth's first crypt, built for himself by himself. These bones belong to cursed victims, those claimed by the cursed land's horrors. Destined to rise as undead hordes, Earth sent many expeditions to the east, each an attempt to reclaim the spirit, the literal bones of those who were left behind. Entire ships were loaded with many bodies, brought ashore the Nordic, then put in those crypts. Unmarked graves yet, but concentrated all the same. An attempt at total redemption. Did his duty, doing his best to cleanse the world and free the spirits of his fallen people. Indeed, as you can see, it was a success. Though these bones do not move, they are not held in the crazed vitriol of negative necromantic energy. They are at rest, even in hoarded states. Watch them carefully. They do not move. So these are all people who died in the Cursed Lands. Yes, the greatest tragedy of your people. And this is how you ended up, simply due to the issue of numbers. There were too many to give proper burial sites to each of them, even after burial. Since ocean or river burials are even more problematic horror issue, this was the best option. Right? Back the dead and fuck off. Oh. Skeleton. Okay. A horrid noise in the dark. Moving, a mess of rusty iron and crackling bones. Moving towards you. No, I hate crypts. It calls to you. Roll initiative. What? Incoming undead is set on killing you. No shit! Be afraid. This is a warrior mold. Too late to run away, but you gotta stay loose, or this thing will cut you to pieces. The bones are outside of the body. They must return. Inflict wounds? Yeah, let's try. Fuck yeah. You focus intense necrotic energy into your fist. Necrotic damage actually won't actually do much to the undead, but the punch will. The single swing, you line up a perfect strike. Your fist connects on this thing's skull, cutting off its horrific horrid shriek. Holy shit! How did I struggle with that word so much? The impact sent the skull flying off as the rest of it collapses upon the crypt floor. Great hit! The bones spilled to the ground in a pile of dust and scrap metal. No other threats. This skeleton must have been the only guardian. Great battle. Catch your breath. Why do you put yourself in these situations? The goblin leans on his knees, panting. Gods, I hate crypts. He raises a finger and wags it. Nothing good ever came from constructing a crypt. You either get a cursed place filled with death or a meat grinder filled with undeath. Agreed, that's why we burn corpses these days. Really, a genuinely smart tradition. Best things humans ever invented. Actually, I think it was a dwarven thing originally. Oh. Well, it was smart to adopt it, or at the very least, a bang from somewhere far away echoes down the hallway. The goblin jumps, a shiver down your spine. Then the chamber grows silent once more. The scent of death still lingers. He clears his throat. Fuck this place, let's go. Hold on, I have to make sure the warrior gets what he deserves. Which is? Good old-fashioned looting. Right, I get it. I do what I must. Right, let's loot. Ooh. Aventail. +1 to int to con and -2 to charisma. That is pretty neat. I guess all of these helmets are like pretty much gonna have like a zero-sum stat total thing, so none of them are gonna give just benefits, and they all reduce at least something. What are you? Mace of Terror, +2 con, +1 wisdom, -2 strength. You reach for the mace. It is cold, colder than iron permits. The metal feels strong. Got yourself a nice weapon, eh? Grip it hard. As your gloved hand wraps around the handle, a chill runs up your arm. But just cold. Something else. A presence. Wait! There's someone! Watch out! Turn around. Nothing. In the crypt. But you saw something. The corner of your eye. A figure. Watching. You good? The goblin looks concerned. There's someone here. What? Goblin readies his sling. Where? You look down at the mace. Something is very, very wrong with it. What? Is it cursed? Did I just get cursed? No, it's there again. Shit! Look out! The figure in the periphery. Watching. Turn around. Nothing. Gone. Do you know he was there? You felt it. Simply. Or simply occupied. I think someone died holding this. Hell yeah! It just is around the crypt. Decent theory. No, I mean, they're still here. The goblin goes quiet. Oh, that's worse. Damn this. You find this lovely weapon ready to take on the city's foulness, and you simply cannot wield it. The horror, like some unfleshy ghosts, come to haunt you. It's too great. Keep it sealed. Keep it closed. Spirit watches. Oh, fuck. Sensation among the earth god, the soul of the previous owner is clearly haunting it. You see a dude staring at you out of the corner of your eye. Might be best not to use the R5. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Hello? Bone dust and crowns. So, the first tomb of Earth. That is it. This is the first place his body was placed 27 years ago. Your lord, your master, your god Earth. Seed in such a state. A relic of an old, I should leave. God dies and the world changes. No need to cry over it. This place is still holy, consecrated. Despite this, horrors still walk the grimy tiles. Yeah, we got fucking undead in this holy place. How fun. Earth's races still linger here, as it should. I'll leave the sarcophagus. Anything in here? A shard and crowns. Alright, what's... A stone coffin rests against the wall. Of classic dwarven design used for early earthfolk tombs. Ornate carvings cover the surface. Symbols of death and rebirth, all dwarven in origin, forged in hammer. Standard cryptoarch. Let's pull the handle. It is firm, you cannot move it. Rotate the handle. You grip the carved skull and twist. A soft click echoes from within the wall. Something has unlocked. Now pull the handle. The handle resists for a moment, then gives away. Alright, hopefully I can fucking speak with Dead Scroll here. Revealing a narrow staircase descending in the darkness. Cold air brushes up. Ancient, stale. Oh boy, even deeper, huh? Doom! Doom, the lair of a lich. You scared? I'm not feeble-minded, if that's what you're asking. So yeah, I'm scared. He steals himself and grips his sling. Let's go. Let's save here, because I'm not sure I'm gonna make it. But, right. First off, let's take the card. Try for this tomb. What's this? Dream patch. Oh, it's used to recover a 3rd level spell slot. Well, that's concerning. I feel like I should not be here yet. Hello. Stepping in the hidden tomb, you see a colorful display of twinkling light through the gloomy dusty air. An eerie altar placed on top of a skull, and several colorful gems. Valuable too. Like, extremely valuable, but probably horrendously cursed, sadly. Yeah, if I take this shit, I will die. Whatever the esoteric effect is in place, do not disturb it. Just look around. The shrine is quiet. The colorful gems cover its altar, as well as the eye sockets of the central skull. Your legs wobble as you look upon it. You should pray to this thing. It's stronger than you. What if I take the gem? Yes. Yell. Hello? Visca sent me here. Is there anyone here?
The fuck are you shouting for?
As if lifted by some invisible force, the bejeweled skull rises from the altar. The gleaming eye is twinkling in the light, its jaw chattering, and the noise causes you to recoil. No, no way. I'm done. Collaboration over. Fuck you, cleric. Eat shit and die. I don't care. An unending wave of dread falls upon your presence. An esoteric force. It's entering your mind. Earth, protect me. Protect you? The goblin tries to grab you, but he freezes and groans. What the hell? He falls to his knees. Barely stand. I can't move. The dread is overbearing. The skull's jaw stops chattering. As the noise disappears, you feel in control once more. Slightly. Hey, you wake me up for some trifling bullshit? You're a trifler, huh? It clicks his teeth together. No, sir. Please stop making that sound. What's trifling? It's what you've been doing, Immortal. You're trifling like a trifler. No, sir. Please stop making that sound. I make any damn sound I like you, here. What? Druid is an option? Okay, I guess I'll say I'm a rogue. What does that? That does sound trifling to me. Yeah, that's fair. Don't kill me. That's what I like. Grovel for me, a cleric of a dead god. Holy hells, this thing is terrible. It's being closer, it ruins your posture. The body cannot sustain this undead. The skull lets out a howl of laughter as it shudders about in the air. I am the necrolord Bondavol. I'm the necrolord Bondavol. Necrolord? That's the title of old Demilich. You've been unfortunate enough to encounter here a remnant of the Arcanist left to decay into this mad form. A Demilich. Yeah, it's the floating skull, yeah. A horrifying creature, a lich fallen into the state of insanity and decay, rotting into nothing but a skull. In these many ways, the dangerous variant for his madness, and it is as unpredictable as it is dangerous. Wait, Viscan sent me here. The skull stops. Viscan? What are you, an apprentice? No. A slave, then? More or less, I suppose. I sense sarcasm there. Hold on, are you the cleric looking for the, speak with the dead elf? How did you know that? He rattles a laugh, slowly spinning in the air. This can let me know all about your little situation. Oh, he did. The Demilich clicks once. You're not very necromantically aligned, are you? I never managed to master that school at the towers. Master it? No one masters it. Not even after centuries of scholarship. You see, I'm not just some horny wizard. The skull drops down and flips around the table. I am a goddamn mage! You hear the goblin groaning. Jesus Christ, what a... This skull is insane. This lich is surprisingly not a threat. For whatever reason, his intentions are far more sinister. He intends to teach you something. Train in the arts by hugging them legends and sanctified on behalf of the greatest empires in the history of yours aspirant. Apologies.
Road is not some title. It's a calling, a dream. A dream of undead supremacy. One day it will be reached. You're the lucky one here, for I will guide you to a string attunement. A necromantic attunement.
You do that for me?
Of course, I owe it to Viscount for once. And for second, I just love spreading the joy of death magic. Any sane man would.
A skull is not sane, nor a man. I'm back. I had to take a little break, because I was coughing a lot. Tell me about Viscount.
Lovely bastard. I gave him a serious case of testicular torture once. Can't believe he ever forgave me.
You're evil! The skull lets out a maniacal laugh. Just out of nowhere, as a joke, try to imagine sneaking up behind someone and doing the twirly twist.
No. We had a little war going on, okay? I just left my position at the fortress of Verdun. It was 30 years, I believe. Right when your earthfolk had begun to growing quite bold up river. Right when your earthfolk had begun growing quite bold up River Torna, so I decided to sneak into your city, and that's when I saw him. An old opponent, Viscount, immediately remembered his ugly mouth and his rotten soul engineering.
How old is Viscount?
No clue, maybe 100 or 2. Anyway, I decided to kill him and take his place among the mortals of Norwick. A couple of magic duels and assassination attempts later, and we were at a stalemate. Although I'd consider it more as me just getting tired of hunting him down all the time. Him and his goons. Our battle came to an end when a local vampire started messing with us both, threatening to expose us. So we joined up. Team up of the century, or that decade at least.
You two fought a vampire together?
It was an epic duel of the shadowy fates.
Skull bounces around.
Together, however, the vampire was easily eliminated.
I imagine you are literally a Demilich.
In the aftermath, we decided to work together. Viscount even helped me get this sweet alcove for myself. We share research for the time and work together to figure out the mystery of... He stops. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about something else.
What's that about research?
Nothing. That's nothing.
He says no more. Who was the vampire?
Thomas Darrow
was his name. Ooh, Darrow!
A nobleman, which made it much more dangerous. We're going down without anyone suspecting a thing. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but who cares?
Mysterious death of Thomas Darrow was written about quite extensively in the magazines about 15 years ago, back when you were a kid.
Ah, Thomas Darrow. That's what happened to the lost uncle of the Darrow household.
Alright, I have some other questions. Move on. How did you end up like that?
Like what?
So handsome?
Donkey's ass leg, nobody likes that.
He's right about that. A skull. Go silent for a few seconds. Really a rarity once you get him talking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Demilich is probably in denial about being a skull thing.
A lich. Ah, that! Long sorry. I've been around since the 300s.
Not gate era, is it?
You think I'm a damn Anthropocene? Okay, began over 4,000 years ago. Do you realize how few relics, let alone creatures, still exist from that time? I should finger you just for saying such a thing.
Terrible phrasing. Just absolutely awful. What's the lich suggesting? Arcane era.
Of course, what else?
Skull pauses, it's rotating and focuses on you.
Tuck your skin off, cleric.
He clearly loves to talk. Any questions you ask, he will answer. Who taught you necromancy?
A ghost, actually.
Haunted a ruin outside my father's farmstead.
Led me to my first spellbook, taught me how to pull strings, and fast-tracked my spells on accumulation.
Oh, nice.
Her name was Haelon Prax, a wonderful, crazy harlot.
Where's she now? The skull does a spin.
She was captured by a high-ranking exorcist after I built my first squadron. Last I heard, she was part of some freeze-dried trade prince's personal collection, kept her in a bottle. like a genie or something. I would have gone without with a fancy box myself or an urn. What are your greatest accomplishments? Oh! It's a bit embarrassing, but it has nothing to do with necromancy. Back in the war, I was to receive a commendation in 1000. Big event, big deal. Well, that's even during the reception I managed to seduce and charm a beautiful young lady. Turns out she was the daughter of a Hagen dim arcanist. Can you imagine? Obviously, I married her straight away. My father-in-law made sure I got promoted to Haelon back over the next decade. Followed me deep into the arcanist circle until the accident. So what did you earn that? What did you do to earn that accomplishment? Murder mostly. Once I'd mastered 9th level spell slots, managed to create my own custom raised death spell. It allows me to direct human zombies at direct 100 human zombies at once. Most importantly, they all had basic motor functions left. Jesus. Okay. So, 100 zombies. A regular necromancer gets in 5e uses can get the raise dead and at 3rd level raise 2, and then 1 extra for each level above that. Fucking hell. So yeah, that's way more powerful. I could use tools, rifles, wands, basic items. It took a toll, but I alone held the line on Gorm's soul for 3 days straight. Corpses as far as I could see. Those were the days. He sounds wistful. He's obviously even insane. You married up and that's your greatest accomplishment? I can spot this is one in the bedroom, not on the battlefield. Don't worry. There was true love between Akalia and I. He was a great scribe of the era. That glorious woman. We didn't discover until after a century of lichdom. We didn't discover until a century of divorce until a century of lichdom. You understand how rare that is? That was love it was. How morbidly romantic. Indeed. You know what? Being a lich for 100 years and still, you know, having a relationship, active romantic relationship for that long. That's good. I'm happy for you, Haelon. You imagine 100 years of marriage. Horrific. Shut up. As I heard, she was heading to the mercantile faction in Feltire. He clicks his non-existent tongue. Gods be damned, I miss that lady. Her body, yes, but her mind! Essentially idealistic for an arcanist lich. That's oddly romantic. I like it. What's your queerest necromancy accomplishment, then? Oh, easy. I led the animation of a Dracolich. Dracolich, a dragon who goes through the act of achieving lichdom. They are known to be the most terrifying creatures along the coast, for at least 2 reasons. None of them are known to be alive today publicly. That's rad! It sure is, even back in the day. Emilian Ravad, a child of Eseth, not one you read about in the history books, but she had spirit that dragon. I wasn't a regular in the dragon cultist community, but my expertise as a lich led them to hiring me. I would have done it for free, honestly. He lets out a sinister chuckle. In the end, we succeeded. That was my greatest accomplishment, cleric. Training one of the most fearsome creatures to ever walk the coast. What happened to the dragon? Yeah, because they wanted to indulge the secret of dragon lichdom, but the rest assured Emilian went through hell to achieve her new form. It was a tragedy that those Genie Templars did to her and her army. Otherwise, she could have easily ruled a city or 2 by now. Genie Templars? Some crazy warriors out of Gargamesh. Was a big thing 100 years ago. I'm fond of dragons, you know. Mortals look up to us. Gods look down on us. Dragons treat us as equals. At least the wise ones. Tell me about the accident of yours. Lish is talking all night long, it seems. It's really not worth talking too much about. After myself and my dear wife had both achieved lichdom, I made some misplays in politicking. Stepped on the wrong foot, so to speak. Got my entire splinter house exiled from the Hagen Dim coalition. One thing led to another, yada yada yada, I ended up in Ascani. The Lord of the Fortress invited me to stay for a while, did some freelancing, you know, newly divorced dad shit. Once Earth arrived, I ended up working with some of his partners. Never met the fellow, but I like the cut of his jib. You have any kids? A dozen or so. What, really? My wife Akani, ex-wife, was a prominent member of MRS, Magocrat Reproduction Society. Magocrat Reproduction... fucking hell. I'm struggling with speech so much today. Magocrat Reproduction Society, a hag-centered organization in Old Deminoir, focused on creating artificial population booms among the Arcanists. While successful, it led to many feminist insurgencies during the reign. I'd imagine so. They were at the forefront of women-first magics. You know, the kind of stuff that makes the whole childbirthing and all rearing business into a cakewalk. I've got along with those hags, but they did let me have a son, 2 sons, so that's something. What happened to your kids? I think some of them survived the fall. My blood wasn't prominent enough to be the lineage persecuted, among the Free Striders. At the same time, it's not like they received any inheritance. Logically, I should have great-grandchildren scattered about Deminori. Oh, sorry, what's it called? Reeds? A stupid name, if you ask me. They should have called it Stridery or something. That would have been on brand. Lord of the Fortress. The Fortress of Verdun. You know, the esoterically shadowy miles white castle. That sounds like a crazy dungeon. Sure is! The Lord Necromancer was looking for necromancers to add some new tricks. Who's Lord? No clue. But he paid well. And let me research the crazy stuff going on there. Still, I have no idea what the fortress actually is. My professional guess would be that it's an esoteric pocket gone wild. Like a slice of pure negative energy that's landed directly in Ascani and can't escape its bubble. Just one of the many weird wonders of the coast. Fortress of Verdun is a popular dungeoneering location. Lots of treasures could be found whenever a hole opens up. When the fortress opens up, there was always a trove of merchants setting up camp outside the entrance. Where did you grow up? A small village called Kriev. Kriev is a city in eastern Reeds, one of the few places untouched by later stages of the Coast War, and thus a stronghold of early Free Striderism. Today, it is the 4th largest free city. We had a barbarian invasion from the Vorgeni border every year. To protect them, I raised our dead from the village crypts. Those were some bloody battles, I'll tell you. Took a dozen heads before the message got into their thick giant skulls. Cool. That gives me a better picture of your life. Jesus. So what are you exactly? Ah, you never asked, did you? I'm a terrifying lich, of course. Gotcha. You'd have to be pretty stupid not to. Know anything about the tea shop thing? Nah. You seem to be well informed about the things going around the city. I get updates sometimes, but I don't know. Fun that it exploded, though. I'll have yeah, very fun. I love it when tea shops explode. Sure, I'll play with it. Right, fun! There's probably a rogue wizard, or perhaps some kind of magic item, perhaps. Perhaps a necklace of fireballs was smuggled from the floating cities down to the peasants. They'd always find a way to blow themselves up in the most peculiar ways. Hilarious. That used to be common? Not every village. Not every day a village exploded in a fireball. Those necklaces were valuable, but sometimes someone smuggled one away from the front lines, or off a factory floor. I was never too into evocation magic for that reason. Too easy. He chuckles in a sinister way. Well, what are you voting for in this election? It goes against my ideological beliefs to vote. Democracy doesn't work, never has, and never will. What do you say then? People are just too stupid. On average, statistically, magocracy or technocracy might work. Hell, even oligarchy has its uses. Just look at the Free Striders. But the real democracy is foolish. It might help launch these other, more powerful forms of governance into speed. But real permanent democracy? A shit show. Just you wait. Have you seen real democracy in action? Somewhat. Some pre-Arcanist states had a pretty formal democratic conventions established. They were eaten, consumed by the power of the magocracy. They could not handle the rapid changes and extreme strengths of the more directly controlled governments. The only reason macrocratic powers did not stand on top at the end of the Coast War is because of Jaws inebriating Ebbing. Terribly annoying. Ebbing? What? Ebbing what? Of course! You haven't heard of it? The Esoteric Ebb. Ebb, the draining. He's speaking of the lack of powerful magic, you know. The lack of magic? We can talk about political theory all day, but if the ebbing had not occurred, the Arcanists would still rule the coast. There is no argument to be had about that. It was a tragedy. I hope magic returns to what it was. And we all the same dream. One day. There's a deep question here. The Demilich holds much knowledge, despite his bad nature. Ask him, what is Ebb, truly? I have to ask, what do you think the Ebb really is? Tell me, it's the name of the game. What is Esoteric Ebb? The Demilich swirls around in the air, before landing down on the altar. I say the same thing most rational Arcanists said, back when it was first discovered. Sure, it's alive. He's haunting us, taking away what he gave with his strings. As a joke, or a punishment, or a gift. Who knows? Personally, I'm furious at him, if he is still indeed here, watching us. Interesting. The skull slowly floats up and down in the air. Well, I don't really have enough int, except for a nat. I guess I can try a nat 20. Nope. Skull does a little dance. The strings are always different for each school, aesthetically speaking. Everyone views them differently. Abjuration to me is steel, evocation is lightning. Necromancy is flesh, perhaps that can help. This Mad Demilich offers you knowledge, you don't need it. Show him, of course you're gonna tune to necromancy easily. You're genius, you're gonna tune to any magic known to man and man or beyond. You remember? I remember that school. Yes, all the clerics underwent undeath control class. They focus mostly on hostile destruction of undeath, not so much on the management. But the teacher cast an animation spell to create a zombie for you all to try on. Strings, they were pale, like death. Hold out a hand towards the skull. Yes, try it. He giggles in a sort of insane, creepy way. There are many strings. This one. Twist the string. You do so. And string grows dark, black as night. It flies into your chest. Ah! Scream and convulse. Oh, gods. You fall to your knees. They were weak. They cannot help him now, Goblin. He laughs. You did something, alright. Get up and groan. You tossed a ton of negative energy into your damn heart. First time I've seen someone do that and live. Impressive. You're alive, are you not? Not a zombie or something behind that thing on your head? I'm alive, I think. That's the spirit. Dragon later. You'll get it eventually. Maybe you should rest first or something. He sounds worried. He should be. Don't throw yourself into doom like this. Can you figure out some easier, something to make it easier? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll come back here later then. Yeah, I guess I'm not getting to speak with Dead Scroll until we're attuned with necromancy. But it's getting late in the day, so I think it is best if we head out and go sleep. So that the next day, ready, keep. God, this is a fucking tunnel. Oh no, this is the wrong way. This is the path upwards. And up we go. Woo. And we'll part ways here, Snell. You approach your companion. Let's get on with it. Do you want to sleep in the guard tower with me? I'm good. A true statement. Such a goody gold grove. Pretty Gold Grove, a classic demi-noir fairy tale about a boy who was so good he exploded. Literally, that's the only significant, only slightly paraphrased. Is it because the guard tower is nasty, or because you don't want to have a slumber party with? Thinks about it for a second. Then he says, 20% number 1, 80% number 2. That's how you spend the bathroom. That's how long I spent in the bathroom. The goblin stares at you, then laughs. Good one. Quick with it for once. Once? Don't ruin the moment. But don't worry. I'm sure you'll enjoy the tower, as long as she isn't. Oh, do you have something against my celestial roommate? First of all, that's a very funny sentence. Secondly, no I don't. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Don't want someone, powerful like her on your bad side. It's late. You can head off if you want. Snail looks at you with tired, almost deliriously manic eyes. And leave you here, by yourself? Around. He also looks around. You're going to sleep, right? Because I'm sure, home, you're not going off on some adventure by yourself. Yes, no, I am going to bed. He sighs. Fine, I'm tired. I'm going home. See you tomorrow, Cleric. Are you standing alone? Alright, let's head back. Sleep for the night. I don't know. I feel like I'm making good progress. But I can't see how this would be resolved within 5 days, considering we're now done with like day number. I feel like it needs more time. What's this? Esoteric pocket. Up in the air, 10 or so feet over the moonlit grassy field, you peer at the outline of a bubble. It is fixed, wobbling by the push of some unknown force, clearly not affected by the wind or anything else material. An esoteric pocket in the making. Closer. It is still forming. Remember the alcohol pocket? That thing started out just like this. If you really want to find out what kind of pocket it is, you'll probably have to waste some time here. That could be neat, could be a chance to impress the goblin. Turn him even more into a loyal follower, or something akin. A past experience it tells you, and approximate time, 1 hour. In 1 hour, it will form into something solid. I should make sure it doesn't turn into a major issue. Actually, this time, this shit's even mentioned in your contract. This isn't even mentioned in your contract. It is good and poorly, though. Oh, yes, this is esoteric. Old Master played with this bubble many times. Why did your old master play with esoteric pockets? Old Master did a lot of did book a lot. Write word, read word. Many book. Many book. Many about bubble. Old Master go to bubble, cast magic, and watch what happen. Me, cause was with on many trips. Never in not dungeon though. Well, now you get to see one up here, I guess.
Yes, very happy Meek.
If me can know not dungeon was so big. What the? God damn it! Holy shit! Where did that come from?
If Meek no, not dungeon was so big, Meek would have gone to not dungeon in less time.
Let's spend 1 hour to stake it out. Late night hours, real fun time to stay out on Torstad. A cool ocean gust. Come far from Jaws Point. Jaws Point, the legendary first gate based on the archaeological evidence, the Beast of Jaw. Beasts of Jaw believes Jaw to have first entered this realm at this location, at the farthest point of Jaw's Sea, right where all the bands collide. None who have tried sailing this point have ever returned. Jaw's Sea, a name of a great sea which the bands surround. Entering your hell, and leaving your face numb. Focus on the pocket. Norwick has recorded a rate of 0.15 rate of DPF. Daily esoteric point formation. This rate is similar to the other coastal cities. Few of these pockets result in anything above 1-star danger rate as well. The current rate of for anything via 1 in 10. Thus, this pocket before you will arguably not result in anything dangerous or interesting. But it's still your job to deal with it. If someone finds out you didn't deal with it, this pocket, and it turns out to be like a 4-star lava biome or something, you're screwed. You might be able to wiggle your way out of trouble, but really, considering how many people know that you're here on this specific piece of Tolstad right now for the investigation, yeah, not likely would be getting away with it. Above the shimmering pocket far up, you see the moon. Moon, the light of the night. Holy shit, why the fuck do I have to explain it to you? The great source of power that moves alone across the sky at night. It has a different color and follows different movements in each band. In the sky, it is light blue and stays in the sky for far longer than the rest. Alone in that ever wide expanse, a blot of light as wide as your thumb on an outstretched fist. Circling around the white, it is a blue-hued ring. It shines particularly bright on this cloudless night. Even in this grassy field, the roof of the garden, which holds no gloster nor everlasting flame, is so brightly illuminated that you have no trouble seeing each individual dewy blade of grass as you plant yourself on top. This spot, this is where you will. There at the pocket. Isn't there a saying about this? Something about not staring at esoteric pockets. This strange remains in the shadows while the eyes on the folk lay upon it. That's the one. Maybe I fall asleep. Close your eyes, maybe fall asleep. Cold, rigid, wet, hard. Despite this, your body screams for rest. Don't fall asleep. Your question is met with silence, as time passes before and beyond. All this, an instant for the man in the eternal pool. Man? What man? Never mind! A distraction, a tingle grow. Awaken! Your intuition was correct, as always. You wait for an hour, and now you get to witness this esoteric event. It is forming. It has become. Oh. No. It is you! This must be a gravity-repelling pocket. It will surely kill you. Focus! Unless you want to be floating around for up here for hours. It is time to perform the feat of gravitational acrobatics. Everything is unstable. You can sense it in the pocket shell. You must make it lower before it ends, or you will hurt yourself in the fall. You drift higher. He is speaking with himself. Figure out how to descend. Fuck yes. Pocket sand. What? It's simple. You throw some pocket sand upwards with the force. The particles act as equals and opposites. Okay, grab in your pockets and then toss the gravel upwards. You do so, scattering the pebbles and dust in the air, like 1,000 little glimmering gems against the utterly black night sky. Then you descend, just according to plan. The moment you touch the earth, the pocket stabilizes. It shorts out. The bubble pops. Gravity returns to normal. Lie on the wet grass. Get up, groaning. You are discombobulated. But you are whole. Look up. The pocket is gone. The world returns to normal, without that esoteric feeling. Just grass, spoon, cold air. Complete calm and quiet. It was a bit fun, eh? Oh, holy shit. Okay. Well, let's head back to our lodgings and end the night. I think past here. Yeah, go around. I really like this game, but fucking trying to remember where everything is a pain in the ass. And oh shit! Masked assassin. Okay, fuck. You hear footsteps coming from behind. What? An ambush? Roll initiative. Okay. Okay, I think I'm doing pretty well. Alone. They were waiting for Snell to leave. He's got the upper hand. This bastard is trying to kill you. Yeah, this situation is screwed up. Can't talk your way out of this one. However, you could probably try to confuse them. Try to understand the attacker, I guess. Fuck yeah. Ooh, Lady Fair, so this is effeminate. This person is effeminate. You focus on their movement. The attack is decisive, yet, this person is short trained. They carry the magical tier, but the movement,
Watch the assassin forward.
You see, they are also stumbling forward. And the hands are shaking. He's a newbie. You can see through the attack. The magical dagger aimed at your chest. Dagger, one-handed piercing weapon, good at making holes in cracks. Huh? It lands. Piercing the chainmail. Quivering weak flesh. Don't stop, this bastard sure won't. Perhaps you just simply give up. They will show mercy, surely.
Cure wounds, yep.
It's time to act. Strike back. Inflict wounds, baby. With a fistful of necrotic power, you strike. Watch as the attacker falls back, his slender body tumbling backwards. The grassy and rough dirt gets struck by a rapidly accelerating, rolling assassin going down the hill. Your eyes follow to his end as the attacker disappears, like a spinning sack of apples into the roller mill. Follow. By the time you reach the ruins, the shadowy figure scrambles to reach the edge. You follow it real quick, but the bastard's jumping into the water. Holy shit! You lean out, glancing down in the river. You see nothing, only night and waves. The assassin is gone, along with any evidence of wrong. Catch your breath. How horrific. I was really trying to kill you. Apart from the wounds sustained, of course. The fact that they are there for sure is an assassin of your life is pretty bad. Like, it's going to be hard talking your way out of the next time this guy tries to end you. You can't let him get the upper hand like this. You gotta be alert, like faster. There's something strange about this. There was no killer. It felt like a mistake. All that. You will have to be stronger next time, in order to capture this foolish spellcaster. This has to be connected with the tea shop, right? Do not be hasty. Haste to make connections. You'll have to find out more. Try speaking with the assassin next time. Find out why they are trying so hard to hurt you. By speaking, the bastard was actually trying to poke holes in you. Never let him get the upper hand on you. Just for some enlightened and suicidal empathy, please. I'll get him next time. You sure will. Good attitude. The bastard legit tried to catch me off guard and alone. Yes, he is clearly a coward. Not that the goblin would. Much, of course. Let's just stay here. Hold on. Where is that fucking thing? The same modifier also has. Yeah. What's the clock here? Some kind of. Nothing. Oh, it's the ones that you. Okay, the ones that you choose feats from. Golden line completed. Where is this fucking? Walking on a loaded night, a masked assassin came for you. Whoever it was, surely was Colty. Since they were clearly waiting until you were alone, this is absolutely someone trying to kill you in particular. Okay. Cool. Let's head out. Jesus Christ, how the fuck did we survive that? Oh, someone actually came for my life. How fun. And we'll head. Hopefully they don't try to kill me then. Age. Before you lies a bed. Yeah. Take a long rest. You lay down on your bed, finding sleep difficult. As you stir, you think about your quest, the Saw witness, the man in yellow. Frank, son of Frank. It might just be a dead end, though you've got the distinct feeling he's lurking somewhere. And poor drummer, trying to ship himself off in. Smart of you to keep him around. You'll probably get a chance to talk to him before the election. Then there's the question of the elf.
It's supposed to be a simple job. No casualties, no pressure. Just some angry goblins in the room. Now it appears to be anything but. You really worked your ass off for the revolution. You even managed to do exactly what Vera wanted. That talk with the ambassador. He's lucky to have you. True freestyler is what you are, working so hard for the revolution. You know well, a bright future awaits in this. Fuck no. I ain't no goddamn freestyler. I'm an askers that just needed access to the warehouse. So many loose threads, but don't worry. It's time to delve deeper. Past the below. Among its many secrets, some paths has to. Before you know it, 8 hours have passed. You successfully completed. Whew. Day 3. Another day full of trouble. End is near. It is time to open your heart. The people of Torstad cry out for you. I gotta finish this today, or else people are gonna talk. I'm already on day 3. Time moves fast when you're running around like a headless chicken. The election looms. I have so much stuff to do today. Hells yeah, brother. Time to get to work. Alright. And we're gonna end this episode here. And next episode we're gonna start day 3. If you liked it, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.